I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Father Time Network. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Anthony, and on this platform I talk about how important it is to be a father. I'm here to make being a father cool again. But before I continue, let's get into the intro. Today I want to give my opinion on a video I came across dealing with the stress that some fathers have to go through when it comes to raising girls. I'm going to let y'all see the video, then we're going to come back and talk about it.
I'm not going to keep doing this same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back down?
No, she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I
don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mama. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last night.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast-ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you gotta do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
As y'all can see in this video, this father is fed up with his 14-year-old daughter. She got weed in the house, on the phone talking to boys, hanging out with the wrong crowd, not going to school. He's at the point where he's telling her to get out of his house, and now she has to figure it out and fend for herself since she doesn't want to abide by her father's household rules. I want to give my opinion on this situation, and this is coming from a father with a daughter in the same age bracket. First and foremost, I'm not kicking my baby girl out into the streets and telling her to fend for herself. I'm not doing that, especially in this day and time with everything that's going on in the world. That's not an option for me. Secondly, from me looking at this video, I feel as though the daughter is begging for her father's attention. Because one thing that's very clear, the mother and the father are no longer together. They don't live together. They're under two different households. So, I speak about this a lot. When the relationship ends between two people that have a child together, it's hard on the child because whoever you decide to get into a relationship with next, that child has to like that person. And a lot of times the child doesn't like the new person that you get into a relationship with because the child is going to say, that's not my parent. When the father is with a new woman, that's not my mother. When the mother is with a new man, that's not my father. So that's why I always advocate for people to stay together when they have children. Try your best to work it out. Because what's best for you is not always best for your child. So what I think that the father should do is, I think he should pull his daughter a little bit closer. Start doing daddy-daughter dates on a regular basis with your baby girl. Start driving her to school, escorting her to school every day. Start making time out for your child rather than just say, I'm done with you. These are children, kids. So they're going to act in childish ways. They don't know how to sit down and have a conversation about what they're going through. They're going to act out. In my personal opinion, I think that that's what this little girl is doing. So again, that's why children need both parents. They don't only need their father, they need the mother too, especially little girls. Because when young ladies go through certain things, it's great to have a mother to have a conversation with about those things that they're going through. But understand that when you have a baby girl, a daughter, as you being her father, that's the first sign of love she's going to get from a man. So if you kick your daughter out in the streets and tell her to fend for herself, it may be a situation where your daughter is going to get abused in relationships because she's looking for love. Dudes are going to run all over your baby girl because she's looking for love. She's willing to accept anything because she wants to know what love feels like from a man. So when you kick your daughter out and say, I'm done with you, fend for yourself, that's like you turning your back on your own daughter, your child, your flesh and your blood. I can't do that. There's no way I'm going to do that. Again, I'm going to pull my daughter closer, show her more love, have conversations with her on a daily basis, ask her how her day is going. How does she feel? What can we do to work on this relationship? Put her in after school programs. There's a lot of things that you can do besides just kick your child out the house and say, I'm done with you. I don't think that that's a good option. Now, I understand the frustration because I also seen in this video when the father put his hand on the daughter's knee, she said, don't touch me. That's no way to talk to your father. So there's obvious disrespect going on between daughter and father. And that's something that needs to be fixed. See, one thing that a lot of parents don't do is go to counseling. That's an option as well. How about you and your daughter go to counseling? Sit down and have conversations with someone that can get both people's perspective, put it together so y'all can come up with a solution to the problem. But as a father, turning your back on your child should never be an option, bro. I'm just keeping it real, brother. Like, don't do that. Work it out. This is what comes with being a father. Understand this too. When you told your daughter to call her mother, she said, you know my mom don't want me with her. So not only is your daughter's mother turning her back on your child, you turning your back on your child too. How does that child feel? Like, just imagine if neither one of your parents wanted anything to do with you, how you would act. She's acting out. She's looking for love and attention from both her parents. Don't turn your back on your baby girl. As a father, understand this as well. You have custody of your daughter. Your daughter lives with you. She's under your roof. So you have the opportunity to mold that little girl into a good woman. Teach her how to be a wife. Teach her how to conduct herself as a woman from a man's perspective. Don't turn your back on your daughter. I just wanted to give my opinion. When I seen this video, it hit me hard because I'm a man, I'm a father with a daughter in the same age bracket. And when I seen this man tell his daughter to get out and fend for herself, And that little girl also said, you know, my mom don't want me neither. That shit hit a little different. Because I think that this father fails to realize your daughter is looking for attention. She's looking for attention. She's not wanted by neither one of her parents. Understand how that can feel. And do what you need to do to fix it. Don't kick your daughter out into the streets. This is the Father Time Network. And I'm here to make being a father cool again.